Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Derpify and welcome back to Gnomoria episode 50. This is the big 5-0. As you know, the 5 comes before the O. Not sure why I said that, but this is a massive episode, and whoop, we have a dirt golem here. It's definitely a big milestone. When I started out, I really didn't think there would be so many people that were just interested in seeing this game played and see how my decisions and things that I do would affect everything that basically happens to this colony of wonderful little gnomes. And I really just, again, I seem to do this every episode, but I can't really thank you guys enough for basically everything, for coming back, for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for doing basically anything, commenting, trying to help me and basically the community as well, because I know there's been some people that have been like, oh, you know, I'm leaving a comment on the video and I don't know the answer, and another viewer will actually come in and answer that. So we have like a really nice little community here, so I really want to thank you guys and girls all for doing that. You guys are what make this what it is, so again, thank you. And let's actually start by we obviously see the dirt golem did die very quickly, and someone is actually bleeding, and that is actually Zelda Corp. I think he only recently went into the military, so he is a little bit less well trained, and he's going to go ahead and take a few cuts and bruises before he starts to get his skills high enough to generally avoid that happening. I think it might be him. No, that's actually Vinny, but it doesn't look like Zelda Corp is actually in the hospital, so it must have been either a quick recovery or he just didn't need to go there. He maybe just bandaged himself up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually go into our bar smelting area, which is our forge, and we're going to go ahead and change things because this is not the optimal way to do it. Again, a viewer posted this onto one of my videos, and like all comments, I read it and I really did learn a lot from it, and this is basically what I should be doing. So we're going to cancel everything that there is there now because it's not the best way to do it, and we're going to go ahead and put a bronze bar to be I mean a copper wait, it's okay, bronze bar actually gets made, so 2 times bronze bar, we craft that and we keep that on repeat. So that's the first thing we do. Then we're going to go to creating a tin bar, and that's going to be crafted to 1. And then we're also going to have the copper bars also crafted. I don't have to deal with the coal, just the copper ore. And we have to also craft that to 1. So now that when they try to make bronze, they're obviously going to try to make bronze first, and as much of it as possible, being that bronze is the highest valued and as well as protection for our gnomes. We want that to be done as soon as possible. So if they don't have the ingredients for the bronze bars, they're going to move on to the tin, and they're just going to make 1 of them. Now obviously that's going to just be kept in wherever the stocks for our metals go, and then he's going to move on to the copper bar and he's going to create that. And then once he realizes that he can actually create bronze bars, actually, okay, I thought I actually saw something that would have been changed things up, but you do need only 1 copper and 1 tin. I thought maybe you might have needed 2 copper, so I would have had to put this to craft to 2, but that is not the case. You need only 1 of each kind, and that's going to be a lot better. Thank you again to the commenter who left that great advice. So in the previous episode, I think there's actually some new... This is new music. That's awesome. I love hearing some of the music in this game. Very addicting. But as you can see, I've ordered all of these logs to be cut down. They have gotten done really quickly, and I think there may be a bit of a bug in my groves at the moment. Someone did suggest right-clicking the groves to make sure I've actually got plant saplings, cut the clippings, pick the fruit, and fell the trees. And I do have all of those selected, so maybe they weren't getting cut because I don't have enough people to cut the clippings on all of those trees. So I guess I could just remove cut clippings, because I think this should be enough wood to be able to get me through at least for quite a while. So if we just get rid of cut clippings for all of these groves, I think I may actually be able to have this cut down quicker and just have everything go a lot faster, because before, I don't think, if I go into the population tab, I can see that I've got, I'm fairly sure that it is gardeners or farmers that actually cut the clippings. Actually not too sure which one it is. Probably a gardener, because clippings and saplings and stuff like that definitely sounds like it is in the gardening profession. So I've got 4 of those guys, and I guess that wasn't enough. They must have been assigned to other things. I'm just going to see how that works out and see if that actually fixes the groves for me, because the clippings might actually be getting in the way. Here we can see people are running in here. They're actually bringing in the logs, and they are going to go swiftly to the sawmill. And then here we go, we can see the quick save is happening on the 2nd day. Now we can see that the sun has risen. And what are we going to do today? Well, today is going to be all about making the traps outside. We should really just pause so we can have the whole day to just dedicated to this. I'm going to go ahead and create a wall. It is going to be out of stone, a beautiful bauxite. That's what we like to call it. And we're going to make a long hallway. This is basically going to be where all the enemies start filtering through once they actually get here. So it's we have to let that get built before we can actually put up doors, but I think we can put traps down already. So how do I place traps? I assume I would go into mechanism, self-powered trap. Okay, so self-powered, that means obviously it's going to be self-powered, and it doesn't need any sort of power running to it, so I'm happy about that. We have 2 copper spike traps, and oh my god, look at that. It's just straight up literally just spikes in the ground. That is really cool to see. We're going to put that, one of them here and then one of them here, and that's going to be those 2 used up. And then we can see they're actually coming in really quickly, those platforms for the traps. And we go back to our is it in it's actually, yeah, is it in mechanism? For some reason I forgot like really quickly what it was actually in, but we can see we've got a copper and a bronze, so we just go to any blade trap and place them. Oh my god, these blade traps look absolutely badass. This is crazy. I didn't know that the traps actually went, as you can see, there's only like little holes to indicate where the traps actually are. I thought they would actually be like the actual platform would be shown there as well, but they actually do dig them into the ground and have them very discreet and hidden. Obviously those wonderful smart gnomes and the engineers and the tinkerers and the builders and everyone inside of this kingdom knows exactly what they're doing when they start dealing with the awful goblins, mants, or anything else that might come our way. Now with that happening, we're also going to have to get some doors queued up. So I believe it's in the stonemason. We can go ahead, we can see we've got our bauxite bolts to bolts. I actually said bolts, but bauxite bolts are actually being made there. And we can go ahead and I guess just make it out of lapis lazuli, because I do like the color blue in this game. We can go ahead and craft doors 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I think that should be just enough. We'll I don't know if we put those before bauxite bolts, because we do have an abundance of bauxite bolts. If we do check up in the stocks here, we can see that if we go into weapons, we should be able to see 163 bolts, so that is still a little bit under the requirements, and we're gonna have to keep a look on that, because again the crafting methods to that were a little bit iffy, so I want to just keep and make sure that I'm not actually doing anything stupid. So we're gonna go ahead, and I think with floors, do you deconstruct them or do you dig them out? I think you actually dig floors. Wait. Oh wait, no, you just go remove floor like this. It's got its own little option, and I didn't even realize. So yeah, this hallway is gonna get lit up, and it's actually, we don't have to light this up because it is actually on the top layer out here, so it doesn't need to be lit up. It's not underground or anything like that. No nasty bastards are gonna spawn down there. So while we have all that happening, the doors are being made. We can see right there. We're gonna put door trap all the way along. So I guess I can order some more traps to be made, because I want to keep the kingdom open. I really don't want to have it locked all the time, and part of my plan in the future is someone has suggested this, to make a mechanical door, basically an it's not actually automated. I think an engineer has to flick the switch to open it every time. But here's the plan. Here's what's going to end up happening. I hope at least. We're going to have basically a switch here that's going to be able to be tripped by the engineers. Now that is going to go along underground and power all these axles, and it's going to there's going to be like a mechanical wall here, which can, I think it can raise up and down, so it can obviously turn into a wall or just go back down to a floor. We can actually see in the machine shop, well, in the machine shop, I think we can make them. No, we can't actually make them. We have to make them in something else. So I guess we should go ahead and get that workshop sort of on the way. So we've got a machine, engineer, engineer shop, assemble mechanisms and traps. Oh, so I actually already have an engineer shop. So here we can see that we can actually create a mechanical wall. Now, I don't know if it gives us any information on this, but I'm fairly sure that it allows us to basically have sort of like a gate system. So I'll be able to like fairly quickly change things over and make sure that I'm getting you know, like the places closed off when they shouldn't be allowed to be accessed by enemies. Now we're going to go ahead and, well, we don't want to click on that. We want to go ahead, go to terrain and remove some more of this floor. It's kind of a bit of a slow process, but that's just the way that has to be done at the moment, because gnomes aren't smart enough to actually go to the end one and start working backwards from that. They actually just do like the first one they see, and that won't actually get you all of them deconstructed all together. Now, there's also been another comment, another suggestion to actually remove one of the walls, one of the floors actually. Remove one of the floors where this grass is growing along, because that apparently allows it to trigger. We're actually going to cut out 2 of these because that might allow it to trigger the growth to spread out like left and right and diagonally and things like that, as opposed to just following the pattern that it has been so far, because we do want to get some more pastures and larger pastures in there for these animals, and also the extra yaks. Actually, extra yaks, I don't think they need a pasture anymore, because I do have the butcher shop to already go ahead and slaughter all of those excess livestock that can't actually fit into those pastures. So that isn't an issue. But again, we do want, I guess, a lot of emu eggs. So we're going to have to make a larger emu area. That is definitely an important thing. And also this will be an area for more groves as we spread it out along. So I'm basically removing this floor, and I'm going to remove the stairs in just a moment to hopefully stop the archers from, or the crossbowmen from trying to run away and get the maximum distance. So they'll be just stuck in this this little area here, and they'll be able to get their fighting done. Actually, that's sort of a thing that I should check up now and then at the end of the episode. Fancy McBigTits has a crossbow skill of 16. Now, if she's actually training properly, that should go up by at least 1 by the end of this episode. I'm at least hoping. So we'll go ahead and deconstruct this stair. Oh, that is on the wrong layer. We'll have to deconstruct this staircase, get that out of the way, and then go ahead and cancel the original deconstruction, because that was definitely a very wrong thing to do. So we have our doors and we have our traps in place. We can see the blade traps there, and we've got the spike traps up front. I'm not sure which one does more damage. They probably do a different kind of damage. Spikes might, I have no idea what actually the difference is. Probably it might just be a graphical thing at the moment, so not too worried about that. I'm pretty sure they'll both be doing quite a lot of damage. We can see they've got all these 4-poster beds up here, and I want to go ahead and get some of these doors actually put in. So if we go to our furniture, go to our doors, we will be able to put in our lapis lazuli doors. We can see we've got 10 of them already, and we can place one. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be stone door trap. So that's going to work out, I hope, very well. And then we're going to keep that going along as we get more and more traps. It's going to extend, and we can even keep extending it further and further. So it'll be only one enemy will be able to get through at a time. So it'll be really good. An emu is born. Again, that is another calling for the pastures to get fixed up here. Now, I want to see if we got enough logs at the moment, because we can see that some of them, at least half of them, have been actually brought in. So if we go to our, we want to actually go to our wood, we can see we've got 38 logs, 130 planks, and we can see that coal is being made, fired up here. And that is another thing, we actually were pretty low on coal. So if we just quickly check up on that, it is in goods and it's in its own little section. We only have 5 coal, but that is because I assume the coal is just moving directly from here, going straight to the forge or to the weaponsmith or whatever. And along those lines, we should actually check up on our metals. We can see that we've got 37 copper. Oh wait, we actually want to know about bars. We've got 14 bronze bars. And let's see what people... Okay, so we need bronze helmets big time. So we're going to go to the armorer. We're going to go make a helmet out of bronze. And we can actually just go ahead and queue up 2 of them, because that's going to use up 16 bars. And shortly we will have enough bronze bars to actually create that. It is nighttime, so we can possibly expect some goblins to actually come in and start to try and ruin our day. We can actually put another door in right here. So if you go to our furniture menu once again and we choose our lapis lazuli, not bauxite, it's got to be lapis lazuli. That is a wonderful material and it looks really nice. Maybe I should start making more walls out of it. I think our stocks are starting to go down in stone, so it's might be a time to... I don't know if we should even put the priority of these stockpiles up, because you know, there's a lot more important things to be done, and worst comes to worst, some of the guys can always, or the girls, or whatever they... oh, here we can see that we've actually got some extra copper in here. If I just put the walls back up, I can see that is going to be mined out, and we can also see that we can begin to replace our floors down here. So we got some new birch. Oh, I wonder if birch got turned into coal. I wouldn't really want that to be happening. Okay, so any log, yeah, we've got no birch logs at the moment. Let's go ahead and just make it pine logs to be coal. So we'll just redo that, cancel that original one, craft that up to 30 once again. And hopefully we can see that helmets are being made in here, so we can see the bronze bars moving very quickly. Hopefully this stockpile actually has enough room. It is a very large stockpile, and it has got 4 crates in it at the moment. And you know what? I remember this log from a very long time ago. This log must have been maybe 20 episodes back. I looked at this log and I just wondered, what is it doing there? And it's still there. This stockpile, it doesn't take logs. If we go into goods, it doesn't even have wood highlighted. It's only metals that go in there. I think it's only bars that go in there. So what is the log doing there? I don't know. It is an alpha game. Weird stuff does happen. Logs can remain stagnant and dormant. A bear has died, the bear. Okay, so we've actually got a dead bear out here, so that must mean we've got some goblins, possibly mants, actually roaming around and hurting that bastard. So we can see that it actually just popped us. It actually just popped us back. The goblin has bled to death. Yep, so that's definitely another goblin that was fighting that bear. Not sure why the goblins aren't actually coming towards us, because we do again have our entire thing open to the elements. Now we can see that wall is going to get made very soon. I was about to say shoon. I'm starting to think that Sean Connery is a part of me. There's a weird thing going on where I just try and talk like Sean Connery for no apparent reason. You can choose to avoid it if you like. I probably would, because it really doesn't make sense, and probably trying to make sense out of it would kind of hurt your brain a little bit too much. We can actually see that those extra 2 doors makes our 10, so I actually guessed that right. I pretty much just set a number, I didn't say a number, well maybe I did say a number in my head, but I just thought of a number and thought, oh, that might be cool to make that many doors. And we can see that we've got all of our old tree farms just sitting in here. They're just chilling out. We're not farming them anymore, simply because it is a bit too dangerous out there. We can see the crossbowmen are actually they were actually just sitting like across from each other. They weren't actually jumping up and down the stairs, which I think may have been a little bit disorientating for them when they were actually trying to train. If we see Phantom Big Tits isn't actually back here yet. She may well be sleeping. I can't see her crossbow, so she must be eating or relaxing or something crazy, because I have no idea where she is. She could be honestly anywhere. She could be downstairs in the mines. Having said that, we definitely do need to get down here, zoom out and see what's happening. Torches still need to be placed down here. That is a bit of a thing that hasn't been going too well this episode, even though I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure it was like this in the last one. and I'm probably going to need a torch to actually go right here. So if we go to our furniture, we can just go ahead and place a torch right about here so we can light up in these both directions, because I don't know if this one or even these ones would spread around that corner. So we're just going to play the safe game, which is always a nice one to play. Sometimes it's good to play risky, and maybe I guess opening the doors is a risky thing because right now a mant invasion could probably come and kill us all. I really do not know. That is always a possibility. We can see that the rooms, obviously I need to get done again. There is more copper along here, so let's go ahead and get that out. I need to set an order to actually replace the floor with some logs. Now, the problem is right now I haven't got any birch logs, and I might have to wait a little bit longer to actually get them. But I haven't really got many pine logs. Actually, should I just make I should make plank floors. We can actually see we've got 52 birch planks. Oh, that is awesome. That should be maybe half of what we need, if not all of what we need to actually create all of these mini rooms for the extra people. Is this area even linked? This area is completely closed off. I don't know why that was dug out at all. Maybe it was just a natural formation, not too sure. I think I remember that we needed 9 rooms, so if we count these, we've got 8 at the moment, and this last one will be 9. And we need to make some more pillars, because we can see that, again, people want a very high value room if they want to sleep for a shorter amount of time, so basically they can work for a lot longer. So let's go ahead. I think it is actually in the stonemason still. No, it isn't. Might have to be in the stone cutter. No, it isn't. It's got to be in the stone carver then. We can see bauxite pillars are actually lined up here. So I really don't know what's happening. We might actually need some more of those, in fact. I'm thinking maybe no one has that profession of being a stone carver, because if we check up on in the professions, is there actually a stone carver? There is stone carving. So is it going to tell us? We've got 3 stone carvers, but they might be working on other things. I guess the pillars aren't that important for me to start worrying about it and starting to chase up on gnomes' professions. We can see that some strawberries are moving in here from outside in the farms. The emus are going very well. I can't see. Oh, here we can. Ooh. Is that oh, a goblin has been spotted. Okay, this actually reminds me while I'm here to actually make stairs up. So I need to go ahead and mine a stairs up right here, so we can actually advance and get up to the castle eventually, because that... Oh, we've actually got 2 goblins here. Let's get the guy with the most armor on and get him on the attack order. So the goblin's been spotted. Okay, he's running in, and he's going to start going wild in just a moment. We can see this guy here is actually panicking incredibly much, quite a lot. Did the traps work? Is anyone... I don't think anyone's run into the traps, because we actually have crazy cross-country battling going on up here. I can't see... Okay, so this hammer golem has been spotted as well, and there's also one up here. So there's 3 in total. He's actually come all the way down. I don't... Oh, wait. Oh god, is that a... Okay, that's a goblin that has actually started bleeding. We actually see some copper bars. Quite a lot of copper bars have actually been broken off of him. So that is really nice to see. That's going to definitely go towards our bronze stuff. I don't know if I can see any people with the bronze helmets that I just created. But I assume that all the goblins died. Yeah, that was all 3 of them. I think that is a battle axe. That is. But we're going to start moving away from copper into bronze, I hope. The traps didn't work because we ran out to them. I suppose we could have just waited and see that happen. The traps work effectively. I just want to check if this is any of Hose's blood. So we do have some injured, but no casualties so far, unless I missed the message, which I'm fairly sure that I did not, or at least I hope I did not. So we've got a lot of wheat, and I think our stocks on our drinks should be looking a bit better now, because again, milk is the worst. So if we go into drink, we can see that we've actually only got 6 wine, 0 beer, and 251 milk. Bit of a worry there, but someone is working on it. What is this, Bob Jones? What is your skill in terms of distilling? It's actually called brewing. He's only got 12 in brewing, so he's going fairly slow at the moment. I sure hope everyone is actually getting the drinks that they like, because that is... Whoa, Captain Jedbit has invented the windmill. A windmill. How do I make a windmill? How do I even make that? Is that in the actual mechanism, power source, windmill? It actually is, so I can power things with that. I assume I'll have to power the actual what do I need for this? Rods, gears, planks, any bolt of cloth. Okay, so that reminds me that I definitely need to make some more traps. Let's go into the machine shop. I forget what we need to make traps, so let's go engineer shop again. We're gonna make spike traps, I think. 2 bars, 2 gears, and 2 springs. Let's go ahead and make 2 bars, 2 gears, and then 2 springs. So if we make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots, and then 10 springs, that'll give us exactly what we want. I think I should have... Oh, I'm actually going to have to redo this to all be copper, all of this stuff to be out of copper. So there we go, we are using the worst metal that we have to make those mechanisms. I'm not sure if metal actually affects the quality of, or the damage of traps. At least at the moment. I really do expect that they definitely should in the future, because if you spend, you know, more expensive materials on something that have harder qualities and they're better for cutting and slicing and being crazy, then I think that should definitely benefit you in some way. We can see, I have no idea what that is. It's actually a copper gear. Just looks like a round circle, a bit of like, kind of like a bit of a copper pizza. Maybe they're copper pizza paper plates with I don't know, with gears inside of them. I'm not sure how that would actually work. We should probably talk to Pizza Hut, find out if they know, if they do sell copper pizzas and stuff like that. But we need to actually replace this wall here. So if I actually just click on my hotkey, I can actually go straight into plank, and we're going to make it out of birch. We can see we've actually got 41 birch planks, which makes me think that down below... Yeah, okay, so we haven't completely fixed up all of these floors down here. There is still some more copper down here. We're just going to keep on following this wherever it takes us, because that is going to be a really smart thing to do. If we scroll down to where we're doing the majority of our mining, which was... This is -10. Why aren't torches being made? You know, I don't know why torches aren't being placed at the moment. Let's try and follow that up. We can see that some of these planks are being placed out here because there isn't enough actual room in these. So let's see if we have any of our... Okay, so we've only got 1 crate. I think I want to add 2 crates to this. So if we go to our carpenter, pine torches are set to be made. I guess I ran out of pine, possibly. Let's go ahead and just make an extra crate. Actually, I've got 81 pine planks, so it's definitely not an issue to do with the availability of the wood. I think it might be to do with the coal. Let's check up on that once again, and let's have a look. So we've got 4 coal, and we've actually got this furnace working. I think we need a new furnace. And I think what we're going to do is this stockpile. What is this? This stockpile is holding blocks, bauxite. Okay, so any type of block. If we go ahead and remove that designation, just to reduce the size of that a bit, because we don't need that much space, and just go ahead and designate the area once again to actually... Oh, I don't know, we'll just make it that big, and we'll just make it stone blocks. Priority is going to be 5, not the most important thing in the world. And we're just going to leave that there, expand it again, and then that's going to be great. So we should go ahead, build workshop, and into our metals, and the forge is going to allow us to create some pretty sweet stuff. We make sure it's out of pine. I guess we'll just make it out of bauxite. Whoa, I started to go a little bit crazy there, but let's go ahead and put that forge there. So that's going to be a new forge for us. I think we should have all the materials for that. We can see we've got lots of planks and stuff. I actually did, yeah. If I go into my building, gotta go to my furnace. Wait, it's actually in storage. And oh god, I just ruined Christmas and everything. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas everyone. I wasn't able to make a video because I was doing a lot of stuff with my new computer. I was basically just transferring all the stuff from my old computer to my new computer because I got one for Christmas, and it is really nice, and I'm very happy with it. So that is very amazing, and I apologize for having a bit of a break over the holiday. It's basically just It just sort of had to happen for me to be able to get this stuff done, be able to move all my data and stuff like that over to this new one, get this new one set up, make sure I have everything installed and things like that. Basically, quite a bit of work, but it was all fun. So we can go ahead and place some pine crates down. We will just place 2 of these crates in here, and that is going to be great. Now we can see we've got springs and things like that sitting in there. We go to our engineer shop, and we will be able to make so blade traps and spike traps use exactly the same thing. We're going to use copper bars. We've only got copper gears, and we've only got 2 copper springs so far, so we can only create 1 spike trap unless we can just go ahead and make, I think, how many was it? It was 5 that I actually queued up, 5 lots of the materials. Here we go, a goblin has been spotted, and this is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna just let him come into, whoa, oh, he's chasing someone out here, so that is not gonna be the actually, if he runs around long enough, he probably won't be able to catch these. Oh god, he's got them cornered. Okay, he's got them cornered now, and he's in a battle, so we're gonna have to go ahead and get that attack order. This could be very dangerous because he does have a battle axe. Oh, it's actually, he's just dropped it. So he's picked it back up again. What is going on? The goblin has died without the military even touching him. Maybe he got shot with a crossbow to finally finish him off. But we can see our workers can hold their own when they have that leather armor on. It really does help quite a lot. We weren't able to see our traps in progress, see them actually hurting the enemies, but we will eventually, I do promise that. We will get to see that fairly soon. The grass is still not growing back here, but I guess it was a long shot. We can see that the forge is being made back here. I wonder if the profession for forge, it would likely be a blacksmith. Does it actually tell us on the furnace? Okay, so the furnace doesn't tell us what kind of profession it needs on it. I really would actually, that would be quite a useful feature, because it wouldn't make you sort of guess and sort of just really not know what people you need for certain workshops. So in this weapons, and I think it's weapons and armor, I'm not sure if it's both. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, we've got, oh wait, it might just be weapons. Oh wait, there is actually helmets in there as well. So this stockpile needs to be extended a bit. So if we go ahead, deconstruct this torch, that'll be able to get used downstairs, and then we'll be able to expand the stockpile and also add some storage capabilities to it in the form of crates, because they're always, it is now fall. This is the has to be the most exciting part of this game, at least for me. Seeing new nomads pour in, I just want them to come and become a beautiful part of this kingdom, and I want to name viewers after, or I actually want to name the gnomes after viewers, because that just, I really enjoy doing that for some reason. It's just like a really nice thing to do for you guys. And now we can see that actually torch was taken out of there, so if we keep this stockpile extended a little bit, we've increased the capacity of that quite a lot. So we can see that some of the more springs have actually been made, so that's going to allow quite a lot of the, we've actually only got 2 traps made at the moment, but we can place them down. That is no need to just leave them there. Let's go ahead into our mechanisms, self-powered traps, and were they spike traps? I can't remember what yeah, they are spike traps. What the hell? Oh, what happened to my window just then? I'm not sure what actually just happened. I might have actually just clicked out of it like a fool. But we're going to go into mechanism once again, get those spike traps going. We've got 3 copper spike traps at the moment, so we'll place them all throughout there. I think we can actually go ahead and extend this even further. So we will go ahead and get some bauxite to extend that as well. And I guess it will make a left turn at the front here, or something like that. I think because I'll sort of have it spiraling around here eventually, to maximize the actual length of it without going all the way away from the kingdom. Okay, so I was looking just down here to see how, oh, there's actually a lot more copper down here. It is really awesome to see. It is quite shallow, that copper, so you definitely have to watch out for that on every single layer. You do not have to go very deep for it at all. So I was looking at the progress of the planks floors down here, and I was pretty happy. And then I looked up and saw someone carrying a trap. So this guy, okay, wait, we don't want to select anything. Who is this? Who has taken... Fancy Caterpillar has taken a spike trap to bed. Why has he done that? I have no explanation for that. I assume that he got a hold of it and just felt like this overflowing romance and love and oh my god. I don't know how to say it, but the spike trap is cheating on Fancy Caterpillar. Who has taken it? Captain Jetbeard, the engineer. He said, you know what? I'm the engineer. I invented this goddamn thing. I should be able to take it home and set it up to hurt enemies. You shouldn't be able to take it down to your bed because that's just... it's just idiotic. So... there we go, the autosave is happening. We haven't seen any nomads come in, but the sun has risen, so it probably will happen right about now. We should see a decent amount of gnomes come in. We are only at 29, I believe, at the moment. We can see more traps being made still, so we can go ahead and build more of them as well. Now, I'm also going to keep working on the shaft that actually goes up to the castle, because that is something that we have to do. You can see we've got stairs all the way up here. 4 nomads have arrived. That is a little bit disappointing because that only puts us up to 33. But that means that... wait, I swear I had at least more than... I had like 38 or something gnomes at one point. So, I don't know, maybe it's the times are looking a bit tough for the nomads. It's getting harder to travel. Airfare tickets are getting like really expensive. I'm not sure where they actually... oh, if we can actually just click on this, find out. There we go. So now I have to check up on the names, name all of these beautiful nomads that are pouring in. So here are our 4 viewers that have been named. Stone Golem 10, he obviously wants to be a golem, but he's going to be a gnome in this because we don't actually treat golems too kindly, and they don't treat us too kindly. So he's going to be a bit of a golem in disguise, if you want to call it that. He's probably going to like go down into the mines, cover himself with some rocks, and I don't know, walk around. Maybe you'll super glue some of the rocks to him, and just I mean, I don't know, his parents are going to be very angry with him if they find out that he used their precious super glue to glue rocks to him because of his lifelong dream to be a golem. But you know, sometimes some things just have to be done. He believes in it so much that he is a stone golem, but he's just a gnome. Anyway, the man who eats dildos, JRMP Daddy, or it could be, that just makes me think Jump Daddy, but whatever the case, that is the name. And Hipster Monkey for our 4th and final person for fall, and the actual gnomes that are coming in. We can see that some of them are wearing some nice hats. I'm actually going to have to go ahead right now and put them into certain professions. So I've just assigned everyone to their preferred professions. We have actually gotten a new smelter, we've also gotten a new stone carver, and I believe a farmer and a woodcutter. So that is a woodcutter and carpenter actually, so he's going to be able to do 2 things, because that is very important. The wood aspect of this game, very, very important to have lots of it. Now, why isn't anyone actually planting any of these saplings in the ground? Let's actually check up on this grove. You can see that, yeah, plant saplings is checked. I guess we'll just keep a bit of an eye on that whilst we actually do some other things. So we're going to go ahead and queue up some stairs to be dug out. I think I just do it on this layer and just go to mine stairs up. Do that here. Hopefully that'll get done fairly quickly. Yup, that is actually lit up straight away. And then we can go move on to the next layer, do that again, and it's going to eventually get us all the way to the top. This should be a fairly quick process. So I've made a tiny mistake by going all the way to the top. An alpaca has been born. Yeah, I made a tiny mistake quickly getting sidetracked by alpacas being born. It really is the beautiful gift of life, but anyway, we're going to continue on with the important stuff. So we actually got these stairs done all the way up to here, and you can see someone's actually using it as an access place. Now that is that's a big no-no. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have gotten the staircase all the way up to here. So I've gone ahead and set that to be deconstructed because this area isn't safe. Again, it's a place where a lot of goblins do pop up, and they do start causing some havoc. So if we go ahead into our remove floors, I think I should make this a hotkey actually. So remove floor is going to go in our 5 hotkey, and we're going to be able to go ahead and just quickly do some of these things. We're going to have to remove some of these in stages, which was definitely the thing that really screwed me up last time. And this floor right here, I don't know, like, oh, I guess I have to build a stairs up to it regardless. So we'll go ahead to replace all of this, or actually we're removing it, we're not actually replacing it at all. I actually pause the game. We can also go ahead, what layer is this one on? Is that a separate... Oh, okay, so there's a stairs here on this second layer here. So if we get rid of all of these, we should actually be able to make some progress. We're also going to have to deconstruct these stairs right here. I'm not sure if stairs actually just get broken apart, or if they simply get placed as an item stairs. I think they might actually get broken apart, because that seems... Oh, god damn it! I knew this was going to happen, so I sort of didn't extend this all the way along, so he would start at this side first, but that's not what happened. We're gonna have to go ahead and actually build a floor just quickly out of dirt and replace that so we can get rid of that. So that's why this is really something that you should plan out. Again, even when I plan things out, it does kind of get a bit tricky. There is some coal up here, so we can get that mined out. Oh yeah, while we're doing all this, we actually have to start to get this place a lot safer. So if we go ahead and mine this out, we can also go ahead and it's actually in... Is it in build and then terrain? We can actually... No, it's actually in just terrain itself. We can just go to remove ramp, get rid of all the ramps on this layer. Actually, we only want them removed on this layer, so I'll have to select them individually just to make sure we get the right ones done. And basically, once all of these ramps are removed, we can actually extend this out, so we can make a overhanging area for the castle, because this little area right here isn't big enough itself. So I'm going to expand upon this and get these... We need to start the game again. So yeah, I'm going to expand upon this and also block off the areas and the access to it from the enemies. We can see some of these are actually being deconstructed as we speak, which is also a nice thing to see, that people are actually doing the jobs that I really want done first, as opposed to whatever the hell else they actually want to do. So yeah, we actually need to remove the ramps all along here as well. This does get a little bit tricky because of the angle of everything. So basically, switching angles is definitely a good way to go. Again, if you don't know how to do that, it is simply your full stop and your comma buttons on your keyboard. I assume you're using a keyboard. You might be using a toaster. If it's your toaster, you have to set it to about 7. You know, God, toasters are so stupid. They just burn your toast if you put it at the highest setting. You know, who does it? Do you put your toaster on the highest setting? I would really like to know. And also, why do you do it? Because as far as I know, at least with my toaster, it doesn't get hotter. It doesn't get any hotter, so it doesn't cook it quicker. It only stays on for longer. So how thick is the bread that you need like 5 minutes of cooking that it's not going to get burnt on the highest setting? I don't know. It's just something, you know, maybe everyone gets a little bit angry at that. Bit of a weird thing that I even brought that up, but again, sometimes crazy stuff does happen. We should also go ahead, and I think 3 is... No, it's actually 4 is to create some stairs. We're going to make the stairs out of any type of soil, and we're going to place that here so we can actually get rid of that. And we also need to get this floor removed. Whilst that's actually happening, we can remove some of the... Is that floor? No, that floor isn't still there, so we've got to remove these 2 lines. Oh, see, it's very tricky because you have to do this in stages that allow basically the gnomes to make mistakes, because they're always going to make mistakes when there is a mistake. It is just in their nature. A goblin has been spotted. Oh dear, he has bronze. Why has he all of a sudden got bronze? I mean, we hardly ever saw bronze being used before this. We're gonna have to go, there's actually 2 goblin fighters. I'm not sure which one he's wearing. Actually, we can go ahead and check in the equipment. So copper, coffee pot. And if we go into goblin fighter, we can see this is the guy with the bronze stuff. So, oh man, there's even more of them. This, oh no. Oh god, this is happening. It's happening. Oh shit. Oh shit. I should not have let access into here. Our soldiers have actually come through here. So that is really, a lot of stuff is happening. There's so many. Hero falls asleep on the floor. Okay, I hope he isn't bleeding. We can see there is goblin blood everywhere, and we can actually see that this guy right here, the goblin has died. There is one last goblin, I believe, remaining, and we can see everyone is rushing over to actually just end him, because that is what the military does. There we go, the goblin has died. So far, I don't think we have anyone terribly injured, and I don't think anyone's going to die. So that's going to be a really nice thing. So we can actually go ahead and create some floors if we make it out of... Should we make it out of dirt or... I think we're going to make the castle sit on dirt in case I ever want to have a farm inside of it. So it's going to extend out quite a bit, I think, like out to... Oh, but that's going to take away... I've got to do this in stages as well. A lot of this game is definitely thinking about preparation. And I keep saying a lot of this game, just that quote over and... Oh my god. Someone is injured. We can see Zelda... Oh, shit. Zeldacorp, the woodcutter. I can only hope that he's going to be able to make... Oh, a skeleton has been spotted right where the military is, so he won't be able to do much damage to any of our workers before actually getting smacked in the face with a beautiful weapon, whether that be copper or bronze. We can see there is a worker down here freaking his pants out. He probably took his pants off. There we go. The skeleton has died. The worker has mass murder montage. Passed out from exhaustion. So he was actually, maybe he was injured and he was healing himself or something like that. But is there actually food? And yeah, there is actually milk here, and there is also food, yeah, strawberries and things like that in here. I kind of wish that the military would actually get some better foods actually up there next to them, because that'll just allow them to eat less often. But what are you going to do? It's hard to control. Actually, I can control all of the sandwiches going there, but oh shit. Zeldacorp has bled to death. I had a hope that he would be able to make it, and maybe a doctor would come up and help him. But, oh, as our staircase has actually been deconstructed, so there is no access through there anymore. Oh, he might have actually been able to live if he could get down this staircase, maybe. While I'm here, let's just go ahead and cancel this this shaft, because we don't actually need shafts. We can actually just create stairs all the way up, run in front of each other as we go up in layers, which we've done, as you can see there. So Zeldacorp, rest in peace, man. I'm sorry. You've left so many comments on my videos, and you are such a good person. Unfortunately, it just seems that it was your time. The gnome gods have said, you know, there has to be a sacrifice for something. I don't know what it is. I've tried talking to them, and they just start babbling this religious stuff, and it's like a language I don't even understand, and I can't do anything more. So I'm sorry for your loss, but we will live on. We will keep the kingdom going. We will keep the torch lit, the fire going, the furnace burning. We're going to keep the sausages melting into our mouths as we eat them, because they're so delicious, and they've been marinated with some delicious emu milk. Emus don't even... Do emus make... I don't think... Emus just make it... Oh, well, we can... I guess we can marinate the meat with eggs, but that's just going to be like egg on the outside of meat, so it's not going to be that great. But I guess we're going to have to work with what we got and hope that it tastes good. So we can see we've got this forge up and running, so we can go ahead and... Wait, oh, crap! I wish I noticed this earlier, because the well, I guess that's not the worst thing, because I probably do need another forge. I actually need a furnace to make coal. I was thinking of the wrong things. I'm sure some of you have already commented and gone, oh my god, you did it wrong. And I was like, oh no. And you finally realized that I realized it quite a while later, because this is again a huge mega uber duper episode. So that is a bit of a mistake. We're gonna have to deconstruct this torch and use it downstairs because it has no need up here. I hope torches are being made, but I can't see any of them. Let's actually scroll down quickly and check up on that. Still not happening. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the go is, you know. I'm not sure what I should be doing. Let's go ahead and get some more of that tin out. I'm gonna just assume that there's like a lot more of that tin through that vein, and just get all that queued up right now. And we'll actually go up to this level, what is this, level 7. We actually got a lot of copper sitting here, so we're going to grab that out of there, because copper is useful for traps, as well as our weapons and armors that we are still using, and of course to make bronze. Now we actually have to make a furnace this time. Hopefully that torch is gone. Yes, it should be deconstructed. We can actually go ahead and make a furnace this time. Mistakes are made, and it's if I read the little tooltip, it tells us that it does convert logs into coal. We're going to go ahead and make this out of pine. We can see we've run out of birch planks, so actually no, we won't make it out of apple wood, because we really don't cut down apple wood anymore, so that is definitely a limited stock. And make that out of bauxite right there. And that's going to get lit up straight away, because there is a builder willing to do that work right now, so that is great. So what an eventful episode this was. My timer for my recording has just hit 1 hour and 1 minute, so it's probably gonna cut off a few minutes for editing, but this is as long as I can make it without basically ruining my internet for, I don't know, an entire day whilst I'm uploading it. Well, it wouldn't ruin it, you know, but uploading these files for my internet struggles a lot, you know. My upload is quite bad, and I can't do anything about that. So that is that. I want to thank all of you guys for the big 50 milestone. Everyone, you're amazing, and anyone that tells you different is obviously wrong, because I just said it, and I'm someone on the internet, and it's always true, and I don't know what I'm even talking about. But I hope you guys have a great day and you enjoyed this episode. It's going to take a very long time to upload, so that's it. See you guys in the next episode. It's going to be 51. We're going to continue on with this. We're going to have like traps crashing into cars, and there's going to be like traffic on the roads. So I'll see you guys next time.